Hey everyone! Just wanted to come on live and actually do a little bit of training on niching down. So I'm going to give you some examples today on high ticket niches and how to actually make sure that you are in a high ticket niche, have a high ticket offer. But first, my new book. Most of you probably have gotten my emails about it, or you saw my post about it, but I'm so excited, guys. I get to actually hold my book in my hands, and it's such a proud kind of week for me to be able to experience this. And I want you to know that right now we're on pre-order. So if you want your hands on this book, which actually gives you literally my strategy on how I built a business at $300,000 a month, then you can go to the link in my bio and you can just pay shipping and I will send it out to you. And you can actually read the audiobook today. So if you pay for shipping today, the pre-orders probably won't go out for another 2 to 3 weeks for the actual book to be in your hand, but right away you'll get an email with the ebook so you can read it today and you can actually start to implement the strategies I teach in here. And literally it's a value packed. I give away the strategies, and already so many people in my free Facebook group, 7-Figure Femme, have been commenting back and telling me the things that they're learning, and so I'll post some of those on my story later. So let's just talk a little bit about high ticket niches and what constitutes a high ticket niche, okay? So you guys know that I'm a high ticket sales coach and I teach you how to structure one high ticket program and scale that program to $1 million, okay? Or more if you want to. And so one of the things, the questions we get the most time, hi Mary, is, well, do I have a high ticket niche? What is a high ticket niche? You know, how much can I charge? All of that stuff. So a high ticket niche, it definitely is, you're going to need to be niched down. You're going to need to have a specific niche. And so what most coaches do is that, you know, they kind of like out there, they're like, I can help anyone with anything, and I can help all women with maybe this problem. And nobody really, like, your prospect doesn't really understand like what you do. And in order to make it a high ticket niche, they need to know unequivocally and have total certainty that you are the expert, right? That you know how to get a tangible end result. So let's just start there. Number one is you have to be selling not a program, of which of course you are going to be selling a program, but your client isn't buying a program. They're buying the tangible end result. And when I say tangible, right, I mean feel, touch, taste, see. So that means that it can't be inner work. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to do inner work in your program, right? Like all the inner transformation that you know is required to get a tangible end result, that can be in your program. The thing is though that most people, all people actually, they don't buy that, right? They buy the tangible end result. And there's really 3 main core human concerns that is for everyone, no matter how evolved you are. You either are concerned with money, right? And the way you make money. So your job or your career or your business. You either, secondly, you're concerned with your health. Your health is related to one, diagnosed disease and pain. Okay, or weight, physicality of the way that you look. Okay, and then number 3 is relationship. And relationship niche is not all relationships. It's not getting better in all relationship. It's your romantic relationship. It's the significant partnership that you desire to have in your life. Either you need to fix the one that you have, right? Fix a marriage, save the marriage, or you're trying to help someone get into the relationship, the ideal relationship that they want. Those are really the 3 main core human concerns. Now, within relationship, could you niche down into parenting? Yes. Within health, could you niche down into like very specific diagnosed pain or diagnosed disease? Yes. Within money, right? Is there like so many layers of different businesses? Like there's real estate industry, there's like corporate, there's leadership, there's entrepreneurship, online business, digital marketing, right? Like there's all the details within that. But it has to be in 3 main categories, right? So you got to pick one, and you got to pick one lane. And then once you do that, right, you might be like, okay, so I'm going to pick relationship. I help women who want to get into their ideal relationship, find that partner, you know, and I feel like I want to do that, right? And so one of the things that you want to think about when you're doing that is level 1 is, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to start doing messaging and marketing, right? And we teach you like specifically what posts, how to post, do all this stuff in High Ticket Empress, right? But like, I'm going to go out and I'm going to start posting that I help women with this thing. And let's say you start doing that and nobody is responding to you. Like nobody is reaching out to you. Nobody is resonating with your content. Okay, let's just say, because this happens a lot. You're like, okay, Tara, I got the niche. I'm going to help people with relationship. And now I'm starting to post about it. And I'm telling people that, you know, they have a pain. The pain is that they're not in the relationship they want. They can't find the partner they want. And I'm going to help them find the find the partner. Okay. But nobody is reaching out to me. So what's the problem? Well, and this, right, make it apply to your situation. But the problem is that all women who are single don't have the same issue on why they're single. They don't have the same wounds from early in life. They don't have the same attachment style. They don't have the same, say, career path. They don't have the same desires. Okay? And so what makes the relationship coaching niche come alive, or the business or the health, is when you go to the next level, right? So you're like, I start saying that to my audience, like, I can help all women find their partner, and nobody's saying anything. Well, it's because you're trying to speak to all women and tell them you're going to promise them the result. And what happens? They don't believe you because you're not speaking to them in particular. So how about, right? Say you want to help anxiously attached women. So if you're familiar with attachment theory, I'm just giving this as an example. You can use whatever you want. But let's just say you go niche down a little bit more and you're like, you know what? I really want to help women who tend to be anxiously attached, heal the wounds that make them attracted to avoidant type of men, and help them actually become attracted to healthy partnership, right? Something like this. And so now when you start writing and you do the detail and the symptoms and you start, marketing, talking to the anxiously attached woman and all the symptoms and all the things that she does, right? Like an anxiously attached woman behaves in certain ways when she gets attached to a woman, a man, when she starts feeling love and attachment and feelings for someone, right? She starts getting anxious, and this can be a wound from early in life. It can be a lot of things. But when you become intimate with this problem as the coach, right? And you know this inside and out because maybe you've been through it, you've helped other people through it. You start to speak to that. Now, what do you think is going to happen when you do one post that describes the craziness in her head, right? That she starts getting like obsessive about, what he's thinking and if he's texting her back, and, this is what anxiously attached women feel like when the man starts to pull away, which is usually what the kind of dynamic they find themselves in. I love relationship stuff. Can you tell? Thanks, Mary. I love relationship stuff. So I can talk about all this because I've had to do so much work on my relationship stuff. And so I even though I'm not a relationship coach at all, I love talking about it. All my students know this, like when they come to the coaching call and we're talking about their marketing. I love this stuff. And that's kind of why I like speak into it. But I want to give you that, guys, that example, because if you're having the issue that you feel like you know, decided on your niche and you're going out there and you're like, okay, now I'm ready. I'm going to be a relationship coach and I'm going to help women with this problem, which is to get into the relationship. That's great. But guys, every single time, if you're doing that and in anything, if you're not getting the response you want, then something's off. And it usually, especially in marketing, means you got to go a layer deeper. So I want to ask you, for your niche, who exactly are you talking to, right? So it can't be just women, and it can't be just single women. It has to be women who behave in a certain way, right? Women who have certain tendencies, certain patterns, certain early family experiences. Is she a super ambitious woman? Is she focused a lot on her career? Or is she, you know, not career focused at all? And, you know, whatever, doesn't even care about building business or, you know, her monetary success or whatever. So all of those create an archetype. And the more that you can speak to that specific archetype in someone, the more your marketing comes alive. Okay. And then of course, within what I teach inside of High Ticket Empress, there's like frameworks. It's like, okay, so how do you hook? You know, like your first line needs to be a hook. And then how do you talk about the pain? That's symptom. And then what was the epiphany you had? When did it change for you? Or when did it change for your client? And then what did you learn? And you kind of tease what you learn, and then you invite them. You do a call to action and you invite them to either comment below, come to your Facebook group, DM you, you know, like lots of different things that you can do. Okay. So that's when your marketing will come alive. There's kind of like a framework for how to post, but if you could work that framework all the time, emails and posts. And if no one is responding, it's because you're not going deep enough into their pain, into that specific archetype of a woman who is struggling with very specific things.